Okay, cool. So hopefully it started. I'm gonna double check on YouTube again to see if it did. Boop. Boop. Okay, yeah, it looks like it actually did start.
Yep.
That's great. That's great. So, okay. You've got the homebrew stuff up, right?
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to install Homebrew on Gris's Mac so that she can install the dependencies that Spark needs to do local development work. So let's go switch to live. For those of you who are watching on Twitch, sorry for the repeated parts. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Looks like it's rocking. You might want to expand that to just yeah. Just I don't imagine they like getting phone calls.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So
there we go.
Do we have Xcode installed?
No.
Let's find out. Cool. That looks good. Oh no, that's definition.
No.
So if we go into Bash and we run the command it says, if we go xcode -select space -- install.
-select and install.
Yeah. Space -- install. Sorry. So no space between the -- and install. Yee. Okay, cool. Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, continue on battery power. Sure. That's probably fine. You charge this
Yeah.
thing a little bit. Cool. And so while it downloads the software, I am going to find our Twitch chat and my iced coffee.
Are we still in camera? No, right?
Oh yeah, we are. We're in the bottom right-hand corner, but you're not super visible, so I'll drag it over a little bit. Oh, no, okay, we'll just, there we go. Now we're both more visible. Oh, cool. It's gonna play an ad for something. I don't know what. Okay. Tell cell. I was speaking to someone who made Twitch ads unskippable. Like that was what they did, but I don't remember who. Anyways, yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. 2 minutes. What do we want to do for 2 minutes?
Do we want to check if there's the burn compatible shell?
Oh no, you've got Bash installed probably. I think you're good.
Okay.
Let's scroll down and see. Okay, so we've got, what are the other things? Okay. Yeah, that's legit.
Maybe make a directory to
Yeah. Well, the first, like the untar anywhere part of like this entire like command here with the mkdir and then curl thing, like I think that's the command that we just want to run more or less verbatim. Although that's coming straight from master. Wow. That's I'm used to people like installing. Oh wait, so we're under alternative installations. Is there something up above alternative installations? So installation.
It's on the home page.
Yeah, so let's click there. Okay, cool. So we can just paste this random command to your terminal prompt, and that'll probably be fine. Okay, cool. Does that look legit? This assumes that you have Ruby installed. Well, let's run it and see what happens. Okay, so we're already installing the Xcode command. So press Control C, because like we don't want it to stomp on each other.
Control C.
Yeah, or Command C.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Skip.
Yeah, maybe?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So then we'll just wait for it to finish installing, and then we'll run that command once this is done. So only a minute.
Okay.
Super exciting. I know everyone else enjoys watching my favorite game, which is called Progress Quest. The quest is for the progress bar to finish.
And actually take a minute when it says it's gonna take a minute.
I mean, do you want to start a timer? I don't like. I find that I'm happier not knowing how long a minute is,
takes.
because then I can pretend it's accurate.
There were like this jokes back in the day when you will tell people like, I will be there in 5 minutes, and people will say like, Windows minutes.
Oh man, I live my life by Windows minutes, which is kind of sad. I'm really happy that like, how do I put this? Our profession is not one strongly associated with people who show up on time. Like there's certainly people who do, but I'm really glad that it's like not
the
abnormal.
expectation.
Yeah. No one is surprised when I show up late, except my first day at IBM. They told me that I could show up anytime after 9 a.m. And so naturally I got in around noon.
Uh-huh.
Because that seemed to be
After
9 a.m. And they were like, oh, we thought you were going to be here earlier. And I was like, no, I'm good. And they were like, great. Really glad you're here. Do you want to interview someone?
Okay.
And then I did. And it was just like, hi, I'm Holden. I started about 20 minutes ago. What would you say you want to do here? But no, it worked out well because like it was someone that I knew from the open source community.
Awesome.
And they knew me, and so it was just like, I mean, I've seen your code on the internet. What do you want to talk about? And they're like, what's like working here? And I'm like, I really don't know.
They say I can show up for 9.
It was a really nice job. I like that job. It was good. I mean, I actually, I've been fortunate. I like most of my jobs.
That's awesome.
It's been pretty nice. How about you? Or do you not want to talk about it on camera? So we're killing time. Like
the jobs that I had?
Let's talk about the jobs that you liked that you've had.
Did I ever tell you that I actually work on oil platforms? I think I did tell you.
Yeah, because you had to do that, the training for the helicopter exiting, right?
Yeah.
That sounds really cool.
So that's probably one of the jobs that I enjoyed, but not necessarily agreed with the industry.
Sure. It was fun, but...
It was fun, but not necessarily what I wanted to leave every day.
Right. Your desired impact on the world wasn't necessarily what you were accomplishing.
Exactly. Very well articulating thoughts.
I'm working really hard on improving my careful communication.
That's very careful communication.
Thanks.
Wait, I thought that there was showing like it was complete, and I was like,
oh no, it's so close. So close.
Come on.
It's finished downloading though. I don't know if anyone's watching the live stream, but that's okay. We might watch the recording.
We might want to make this very compelling to people that are newly installing this
I think so.
don't have idea of what this is. So should we give like a recap at the end?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you want to like talk about what you're hoping to accomplish?
Yes. So I want to get my work computer ready to start using Spark for a few projects that we've discussed.
Yeah.
And after that, get familiar with the master code repo.
Yeah.
And eventually contribute. So yeah, I haven't contributed like to the main repo in any of the open source projects, so I am excited about that.
We'll make that happen. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And we're installing this so that we can install the tools that Spark needs to work. Oh fuck yeah. Okay. So we can.
Yeah.
So let's just go and run that command again. Hopefully it'll detect that Xcode is installed. Yeah, sweet. Party time. What's your password? Cool. Awesome sauce. Downloading and installing.
Is that all?
Well, this is the start. this is. Honestly, if we really needed to get to the beach, we could do it right now, because this is the start of installing Homebrew, and that's really what we need. But we can take a look at the what does Homebrew do section,
Okay.
maybe, and go through some of that and
Yeah.
talk about how we're going to use it. So we can see here that it says like Homebrew installs the stuff that you need that Apple didn't. I don't think I'm supposed to say it that way, but that's
We're just reading to the documentation.
that's true. And I'm not stating any personal belief. But so like get is an important command. And for example, like Spark depends on having the JDK installed.
Mm-hmm.
We also want a different version of Python installed.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can use Homebrew to install the JDK in Python. And we could also use it to install some other tools as well.
So I am gonna ask questions as we go.
Please do.
So that means that after I have Homebrew, I don't need to do what we did in the previous recording where we were manually trying to install it.
Yeah, that was not going well. Okay, cool. What does it say? Homebrew is run entirely by unpaid volunteers. Please consider giving them money. Yeah, I mean, people should definitely give these fine people money.
Donations.
Yeah, because it was made very clear to me in our anti-bribery training that I am no longer supposed to accept $20 bills in a brown paper envelope.
What about in like full like?
A manila folder was not explicitly excluded, but I think the implication was more that I wasn't supposed to take money from people.
That's cool.
Which is legit. And like, if you want to help the open source community and you have money, there are tons of foundations you can donate to.
Yes, donate.
Yes, donate, don't bribe.
Okay, so should we do the brew install?
Yeah, let's try brew install wget. That should install relatively quickly, and it'll let us know if brew is set up correctly.
Yeah,
It's looking pretty solid.
I like this.
Yeah.
Progress.
I download
Bar.
progress, and then the second one is a little bit more flexy on what progress is. Okay. And we can see that what it's doing right now is we asked it to install wget, but the nice thing that it's doing is it's installing all of the things that wget depends on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really convenient.
That's pretty similar to when you install a new library in R and it installs all the dependencies.
Totally. It's pretty much the same idea. Yeah, okay, fine. We can read this later. It's not super important because we don't actually need it.
Okay.
But now we probably want to install the
this is
JDK
pretty cool. Yes.
and Python 3.6.
Yes.
So I don't actually know. Let's go brew help because I don't know how to find the packages that brew has. So maybe it'll tell us. Is there a brew? Okay, so let's go
Install
brew.
formula.
Well, we don't know what the formula is called, but if we do brew search JDK, it might tell us. We might find it that way, right? Because everyone calls their thing different things.
Do I need to put this in quotation or just?
No, it's fine. No quotations, because it's only a single word, so we don't have to. Okay, it looks like Oracle-JDK. So let's go brew install Oracle-JDK.
Brew install Oracle. Oh. JDK.
Yep.
This is pretty sweet. This is less complicated than what we were trying to do last time.
Yeah, doing it by hand was hard. Okay, it looks like we need to give it the full name. Let's go brew install homebrew/casks/oracle-jdk.
Where is that?
So see how it gave us the full thing here?
Uh-huh.
So we might have to give it the full name, like
Oh,
homebrew
so
or was it
Homebrew
/casks
cask Oracle.
oracle-jdk? Yeah. Let's see if this one works. Otherwise, brew install. Sorry.
Brew install, then Homebrew cask, and then Oracle JDK.
I hope this one works. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to look it up.
It looked like.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, this is probably fine.
So what? Oh, authentication fail.
Yeah.
So then I want to do this again, and then it's gonna ask me for my
Username and password again.
Username
And so
again.
this is your GitHub username and password.
yeah. Maybe I type it wrong. Let's see.
Yeah. One of the things that we can do is we can set up SSH keys on GitHub,
Mhm.
and then it won't have to do this. Okay, it says repository not found, so that's a different error. That's weird. Oh, I think GitHub is having issues today. Let's go take a look at the GitHub status page. Do you want to go search for GitHub status? Yeah, GitHub system status. Cool. That's not good. Today is November 2nd, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I think we've reached a really convenient stopping point, which is GitHub is not having a good day, and so we can't do the next part. But while this is clearly a travesty, what we can do is go to the beach.
So let's just recap to see if I'm understanding what we're
Totally.
doing.
Let's do this.
So after we finish this, so basically we installed Homebrew, who's going to help me install the JDK and Python 3 in the Mac. And after we have that, we can then clone the Spark repo, and we can start looking at different things and start like doing changes in GitHub, in Git.
Yeah,
and
totally.
contributing. This is good.
Cool, awesome. Let's switch back to the talking thing really quickly. So we didn't manage to get everything we wanted to get done today because there's a GitHub system issue today. But it looks like setting up Homebrew is pretty simple. And so this is good. And next week or sometime we'll find the time. We'll install the rest of the dependencies, and then we'll build Spark from source. And that'll be a good...
And that's going to be so exciting.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you all for joining us. Once again, if you are in Puerto Vallarta in Mexico, we'll be giving another talk at 6 p.m. I hope it's in the same room. But anyway.
I think it's in the same room. If not, we'll find out. But
do you think we have a translator again?
Yes, we do.
Cool. Because otherwise, it's not going to go very well. My Spanish has expanded to muchas gracias.
Yes. See?
And okay. Before we go, mi nombre es Holden.
Nombre.
Mi nombre es Holden.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Your R's are pretty good. If
Thanks.
your R's are good, then you have like 80% of like speaking Spanish.
I feel
Installation.
Yeah. I feel like there's some other minor details which are blocking this from being a real success. But anyways, thank you all for joining us. Have a lovely day.
Bye.